Folks, how we doing? I don't know if the sound is going to get a little distorted because I got the AC blowing or whatever. All right, so, but today's 16 October. It's a little bit past 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And lately, I don't know, I ain't been feeling like pumping out these videos like I used to. Let me see something here. All right, so I'm gonna park and I'm gonna get right into it. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a good weekend thus far and all that. All right, so let me get right into a topic here about Dave Chapelle. Actually, this is something that I wanted to sit on because it's something that I want to kind of like to analyze for myself, you know. Sorry about that. Just getting pumped up a little bit for working out. I'm going to go do a special Saturday workout here. Okay, so these Dave Chapelle topics are about allegedly demeaning or degrading the LGBT community, okay? Where I don't really think it was like that. I think it was just jokes, okay, for a stand-up comedy thing that he did on Netflix. What only God knows what that the name of that special is. All right, and they wanted to cancel that particular show there, okay, or if it's a series or show, whatever it is, all right, because Dave Chapelle made those comments, something about, well, with the baby, you can cancel the baby or whatever, okay, but for indirectly making comments about LGBT, that's why I say indirectly, because it's still not proven, but at the same time, you could kill a black man and get away, all right? And I just believe that there's some type of truth to that, okay? Now, this is one of the things that I didn't want to really sit on. I mean, I didn't want to make a video about, but here's why I decided to make a video about. I saw a video this morning with a lady, and there's supposed to be an incident in Dallas, okay? That this guy, okay, young white man, all right, had beat up and robbed, set these LGBT, these gay men and trannies and all that stuff up to be robbed and so forth, okay? And the thing is, all right, and it was a good point brought up. Why is this not being brought up? So if somebody makes clean humor type jokes about the LGBT community, then that gets offended. Then people are offended. They want to cancel Dave Chapelle, but people getting beat up. I mean, some people even getting killed. All right, I've seen an article. Let me see here. I don't want to get the line. I believe it's Dawson Denise. Shout out to you, sir. There was two young brothers, okay, that killed a tranny over. I don't know what was over. Probably over money or whatever. So why is that? All right, you see where there's hypocrisy in this cancel culture. There's hypocrisy in these activist movements that defend Me Too, like Me Too, okay, for an example. But there's these groups, all right, that they're pretty much pick and choose, okay, that as far as the groups that defend the LGBT community. All right, now I like to say this. Nobody should be, I don't care if you're straight, gay, or whatever, okay, man, woman, nobody deserves to be mistreated, beaten, or raped, or whatever, okay? All right, but on this subject about the LGBT, that's what I'm talking about. They should not be mistreated. They should be able to have their inalienable rights like any other American citizen, and they should be able to work, okay? So they could be able to provide for themselves. All right, so I'm not saying that because I'm not anti-LGBT. But you have to also look that there's your choice. It is your choice, okay? And these are things that you have to answer to. And sometimes, hey, with choices, they come rewards and consequences or whatever, okay? And I'm just saying that without berating you, all right? But all I'm saying is look at where the hypocrisy is here, okay? Where they want to cancel a man by saying, you know, poking at their humor, but it's okay to kill a brother or whatever, okay? And the guy that's Dave Chapelle is a brother. I used to have all Dave Chappelle's shows and all that. When they had the DVDs back in the day, it was like 4 seasons of his show. Now, one thing I didn't know about Dave Chappelle is his mother is half white, okay? His father's a black, you know, apparently, you know, you could look at him and see that he's pretty much a so-called black man, but yeah, his mother is a mulatto. His wife is an Asian woman, okay? So they have, I guess, these half Filipino children. Actually, she's from the Philippines, okay? So, you know, he made crack jokes about some Asian people and all that, and I believe he said that it was an Asian woman got pissed off or whatever because he made some clean jokes about her, poked humor about culture. And he'll even say himself, he said, look, you know what? That the jokes are not particularly about race, but he's just poking fun at the culture, okay? Cultural. That's what makes us different from each other, okay? That, you know, and on top of that, we may have the same or different mores, customs and so forth, all right? Just depends on where you come from, okay? Or just what you look like, all right? And this is all the guy's doing. And I believe that with this so-called culture, this in this area where everybody's culture is sensitive, and when everybody's got to be so damn politically correct or whatever, okay, then people are taking offense to everything. Excuse me. All right. So you get to where you really can't joke about anything these days. But the Netflix, they are not going to, it seems like they're not going to cancel the show and all that, because I guess it's just, they feel as though that he was poking clean enough humor at the LGBT culture. And yes, it is a culture, not to defend you. Okay? So that's just my take on that. Let me know what you think. And before I leave, okay, I did a commentary on Imani 22, and that she ended up dying and so forth, okay, from a hit and run. From a hit and run accident and so forth. And I left my take on basically that satanic world as the entertainment industry and Hollywood. And I appreciate the support that I had. But let me tell you something. Don't come on there, or if you want to make comments, and particularly if you want to put scriptures in and so forth, all right, be sure that any comment and the content that you put in it, I need you guys to make sure that it pertains to the subject, okay? That being said, somebody come on, and don't get me wrong, I know who you are, sir, okay? And like I say, I told you, you're going to keep doing what you're doing, all right? So, you and that other cat, I'm not going to say who he is or whatever, all right? Making scriptures about me, telling me what I need to do, and making this all about me because I have my opinion on what I think that happens to that girl, and it's either money, jealousy, or a sacrifice. One of the three. It could be a combination of those things. All right, and I've been around long enough, and knowing people that played like in the leagues and all that, and then hearing different stories and all that. Okay, I've got enough empirical data over the years to talk about that, to be able to make my assessment on that. Okay, so keep the comments in context with the subject I'm talking about, or otherwise it will be quickly deleted. All right, subscribe, share, leave your comments if you like. If you want to donate to the channel, Cash App $ Winston Spivey or SPIVEW1 at unlv.nevada.edu.